Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, February 18th, looking at Window Trader's market profile of ES and NQ. This market is an interesting little creature. We attempted to go trend down twice, failed, end up with a rip and a probe late in the day in ES. Okay, still end with one of our smallest ranges of the year. It's our fourth smallest range. Right now, our volume should be in the top 10 lightest, even with this move in M period. Every time it looks like the bulls might be giving up the ship, they pull one of these. What I want to do real quick, because I think this is critically important, and we discussed this in the trading room at length. Nothing's going to change in ES until one of these things get resolved, right? C's high from Thursday was where the market spiked from. Since then, the market is traded between the single prints and the upper distribution or higher. So if you're a bear, you need acceptance below 1375. If you're a bull, now we finally got the 31st high today on that last push up. But I still believe if you're a bull, we need to get above 63.75 with acceptance. That's the poor high, all-time high. That's exactly a $5 range. Anything else as of right now between those two levels in ES is noise. And you're going to get this kind of chop all over the place. Okay? ES did put the daily back to balance today by taking out. Oh, wait a second. Oh, you know what? Oh, very interesting. I totally forgot to mention this to the trading room. ES took out yesterday's low to come back to balance. I said I'm going to call it a two-day low. A two-day balance. But you see where we closed? We took out Friday's high and closed above it. So it's an outside day up. Impressive. So it is a two-day balance, right? Markets don't go bull, bear, or bear, bull. So we will bull, back to balance. So how are we going to come out of this two-day balance? Do we take what M did real serious? Not really, because we know a lot of times you take M with a grain of salt, and a lot of times it gives it back. But the bottom line is this. It's an outside day up, and now we see if we come out of balance back to bull or out of balance to bear. But those two levels I just told you about, 1375 and 6375, need acceptance above or below one of them. NQ is still one time framing up on a daily. Never took out yesterday's low. They're still balanced on the monthly and weekly, but the daily is up. SPY and triple Qs have made all-time highs today. Are they the leaders? They generally aren't, but ES and NQ haven't made all-time highs. SPY and triple Qs did. Balance rules are still clearly in play here in ES and NQ at the monthly and weekly level. Now, can you say SPY broke out of balance with that spike up? The all-time high was 610.99. We got up to 611.38. I'm going to say not yet. To me, I'm still going to say they stretched the balance high on the monthly and weekly. Okay? And the daily is obviously balanced right now, although it's an outside day up. So we have the all-time high in the overnight in SPY. Okay? Righty, both overnights, both IBs, but they took out Friday's low, so they're balanced on the daily. Okay? They go out with a 9-wide POC, and I guess you could use G's high. I don't know how much I would lean on that, though. And Q goes out, like I said, with just an 11-wide POC. ES goes out with a 10-wide POC, which got raised, by the way, late, and a price probe. Okay? Had a good day today, the majority of it in the morning. I didn't do a lot in this afternoon. I didn't do anything in M period. I got my staple plays early in NQ. as I took the short in A period to get the overnight low. Then a couple of ebb and flow shorts. I took the short in B period to get A's low to one time frame down. And again, some ebb and flow shorts. Once we got the overnight, once we got the one time framing, yes, we had higher value and overlapping a higher value all day. But at that time, I was looking for shorts. And don't forget, we gapped higher in NQ and it filled in A period. ES never gapped higher. Came in pretty hard. So did NQ right before regular trading hours. Then I got the short to get the IB low and got paid on that. I shorted C period also when we filled the single prints. Got paid a little bit on that. So our staple plays all worked very nice. And that was a good thing because then it got quiet. I did take the long to stop the one-time framing down in D. I took a short in G thinking it could be a potential afternoon rally high. I got paid on that. Obviously, it turned out it wasn't. It looked like H was going to be until M ripped that. And then the two other trades I took was in J period. When we made a new low, I took a long, bought a one lot and added another one lot down at the 05 level. They both came back up above C, got paid on those. And then I took a short in J period because we were one time framing down against the 144 and got paid also on that. So good start to the week, even with the small range overall, even with that price spike, price probe in ES, still not a big range with no volume. As far as our destinations, well, the overnight high is our monthly high, 57.75. Today's high is 48.50. The price probe is 44.50. 10 wide at 33.75, and today's low at 18.25. We took back one set of single prints from the 13th, held the second. So now not only do we have the C high, which is critically important, we have another price probe. So let's see if we open above it. If we open above it, you're going to be most likely coming out of a two-day balance, back bull. Okay? In SPY, all-time high right now is 612.31 in pre-market. Today's high now, they have different prices all over the map. I'm using 611.38. That's when window trader closes at 4. I know Thinkorswim has different levels, but the fact that our all-time high anyway, 612.31, leads me to believe we're eventually going to get that. Price probe 611. 10 wide at 609.83. Today's low of 608.38. They never got into the second set of singles from that day. Now, let's go to the chart. Long video for a Tuesday, but I think it warranted it. So this is what's important. Here's your balance in ES. We've stretched, the all-time high was 610.78, and then we went up to 99 on Friday. So we have stretched it. Now they're showing 611.49. Again, that's semantics. I'm using 611.38. So for me, we stretched it by 60 cents. I want a little more out of that since it's a 4-month balance. But they're certainly headed in the right direction. Okay? Triple Qs and NQ, same thing. Triple Qs made an all-time high. NQ is not. And triple Qs only made an all-time high. Well, actually, they took out the all-time high now by 85 cents. So we'll see. I'm going to still call it balance. On the weekly in ES, same thing. Until we get some extension, I'm calling it balance. But the daily has an outside day up, horrendous volume, 25.8 million right now. So again, 2-day balance. We're trying to get above, and somebody mentioned this, we had a good discussion. Since the January 15th gap up, ES has basically gone bull balance, right? We went bull. This gap down was just balance because we were up, one time framing up for a bunch of days. And then we stayed balanced and went back to bull, back to balance, to bull, to balance, to bull, to balance. We have not gone bear on this daily since then. Now we're going to see, coming out of a 2-day balance with an outside day up, if they continue back to bull or do they attempt to go bear. Ranges and volume are horrendous. It's absolutely short-term traders and algos running this market. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.